Watch the first video, link in the description. Hey there, Dark Assassin here. Wrong. Hey guys, Fitter3D84 here. You should not, or hell, you should never try Limbus Company. That game is nothing but a shitty free gacha game. It's slow and fucking tedious for beginners. The events are nothing but grinding the same levels again and again and again. It's hard for new players to get new characters. There's barely any content in the game. And, wait for it, there's no endgame content. After a while, the gameplay gets boring real quick. It's not like I have to play this game every day. Project Moon fucks status effects that they're beyond useless. Gosh, Project Moon, why did you make watered down Ruina? Alright, before I want to continue further, I have something to say about this guy. Look, I have fucking personal vendettas against you for not understanding what I fully said in the video. You're the type of person why I have to put a lot of disclaimers and editor's note to provide further context because you lack basic comprehension skills and have a common sense of a 3-year-old. You're the type of person why there's a fucking labels on detergent soap explicitly saying do not drink. I have 100+ hours on Library of Ruina. Do not fucking tell me what to do. Ignore this and never play this game when he said that he skipped all the prequel for a shitty gacha game. Motherfucker, when the fuck did I say I skipped all the prequels? Didn't I already made it obvious I played Ruina because of the background music? So, do you need to play other prequels for Limbus Company? Surprise, surprise, you don't, because this game is a fucking standalone. Why the fuck does it matter if I played the prequels or not? At the end of the day, it's just a piece of story or lore that you can just skip based on people's perspective if they want to skip or not. What matters is the gameplay. Not everybody has access to desktop to play Ruina or Lobcore. Not everybody got the spare money to buy games. Yeah, sure, it's just fucking $30. But if you look at the App Store or Google Play, most likely you will see it's free, just like any other shitty gacha games too. Isn't it obvious at least most of mobile players there played gachas at least once? To me, Limbus Company serve as a bridge for new players to other Project Moon games because they're available on mobile. Don't play Limbus Company, it's a shitty gacha games. Play Library of Ruina or Lobotomy Corp instead. But I don't have money, I'm scared to pirate, and I have no desktop to play. But I'm interested in Project Moon. Can I just look at YouTube explaining Project Moon lore? No, you can't, because you have to play it and read it by yourself. Well, sorry if I don't understand the ham pang pang reference. Stop trying to gatekeep Project Moon behind a fucking paywall, you son of a bitch. Hopefully later on in the future, when they got the spare money and a desktop, that's when maybe they'll try other Project Moon games that is not a gacha. Capiche? Now that's settled down, let me just further support what I just previously said. Yes, Limbus Company, there is barely any content other than the story mode, mirror dungeons, refraction railways, and events. But doesn't other gacha games also say that? Give them some slack. Project Moon is an indie game company. They don't have Chinese investor. They are not as big as other gacha game companies. You might think I'm deriding Project Moon now, but just listen to me. Yes, the gameplay gets boring and tedious, but isn't it natural you'll get bored if you played the same game over and over? Yes, it's hard and slow to get characters, but at least they try to solve it or help it with the spark system. But isn't it also a normal occurrence getting a new characters in a gacha games are slow and tedious for new gacha players? Limbus Company is a free gacha game, and free games are meant to make money. Seasoned gacha players know this, and hardcore free-to-play players doesn't play along the game, but instead opted to pull the most meta units as possible. Isn't this also a common advice for gacha gaming? Limbus Company suffered from a disease called the gacha game problem, just like how other gacha games that inevitably suffered the same fate. It's not a perfect bridge, but it is still a bridge at the end of the day. I mean it when I said Limbus Company is very free-to-play friendly. Because on how broken these units are that you can spark, I still stand by that. Yes, it's slow and it's get boring unless if you brute force through it. Yes, the events are nothing but grinding the same levels over and over again. There's no or barely any endgame content at all. And yes, sometimes it's hard to get new characters. But at least the plus is you don't need to play this game every day. You can even go on weekly, bi-weekly, anytime you want, because the plus is you'll never get burned out. In fact, let me just show you how you can spark. First, you'll get these yellow boxes from Limbus Pass or Mirror Dungeons. Once you accumulated like 150 to 200 at the minimum depending on your luck, you will get 400 if not more character shards of your choice. Now, the meta unit that will hard carry you in my opinion is Nincla, W Corp Don Quixote, and Rabbit Heathcliff. I can't choose which one I like more because all of them are fucking broken to the point having one of them in your team would hard carry you through Kantos. Yes, it's slow, but that is the fucking point of a gacha game. Do not waste your threads because you barely get any in the beginning. Make sure to spend it on IDs that you fully know well so you will unlock the third skill. Like on the IDs I said previously. Take advantage of your base IDs. Even though they are 1 star, they get upgraded to tier 3 for free later on in the story. Here's the 2 stars IDs I recommend so much. The footage behind me is me beating Kanto 3 with nothing but base IDs and egos. Imagine how easy it is if you have those broken 3-star units that I mentioned before. Kanto 3 should be your rest stop for a bit. Plan your next move like completing the mirror dungeon once, rank up the Limbus pass, completing at least the 3rd XP luxification, etc. This is just my advice. Do this at your own pace. Think of like gacha games are like in real life. If you have a good or productive start or beginning, later on it will pay it off in the future. Just like how if you study a lot in high school, later on in university, you will get into a big university, get a certificate, get a good job, etc. Like it's common sense in gacha game. You can't fucking speedrun gacha games no matter what, just like in real life. It is meant to be slow, so you would come back. Just like how there's a stamina that has to be used to advance or improve through gacha game. If gacha is not your type, then you can just excuse yourself. All I'm saying is, despite the game's obvious flaws, it is still worth a try. Like come on, it's free. If you don't like it, just delete it. Simple as that. But Peter, why do you want people to try Limbus Company so much? No reasons at all.